Okay, here's what I'm going to review next. This is the Ohana 29 caliber by WooSah. And the reason I want to do this one next is because I'm expecting long spin times from it. It's fairly heavy, circular, so it's got not very much drag, and it's got that nice smooth bearing in it. And a previous one that I just did a little bit ago got quite a long spin time, even though it had quite a bit of drag. So this one I'm expecting to get a long spin time, so I can hopefully report that we get a long spinner here. I was saying when I opened this one up, this is a really cool spinner. It's one of the few round ones I've ever had that actually plays really well. You can flick it both ways easily, and feels good in both directions. You can use your third finger, of course, but it works well even with your second finger. So this is the one I'm going to test out next, and we'll see you in just a bit. So I'm getting more and more impressed with these WooSah spinners. This one did exactly what I was predicting it would do. It got very long spin times. An average spin duration of 13 minutes and 26 seconds. And it was pretty consistent. The mean variability was only 35 seconds, or a little over half a minute. And on appearance, I gave this a 9.5. It does look really nice, the copper one especially, but I'm sure the other ones look nice too. And the feel, surprisingly, I gave this a 9. I usually don't like round spinners too much, but this one is done just right. It's got these little notches that wrap around the edges. You can catch it on a flick really easily, pull it really easily. It spins just as well as a tri-spinner, or it's just as easy to play with as a tri-spinner, I should say. So I never thought I'd give that high a score to a round spinner, but this one gets it. And I gave it a perceived quality of 10, and the reason I did that's the highest score I've ever given on perceived quality. For one thing, it was partly because it was so consistent in the spinning. It was not very inconsistent at all. The bearing worked out really well. And the other thing about it is that this thing is machined very, very well. When this thing is up to speed, you can hardly even see that it has any features in it. You can't see any wobble. You can't see any of the features that are in the thing. It looks like a perfectly smooth thing, and it's actually very hard to tell just when it's going to stop, because it's just so smooth and so well done. You only get about a 30-second warning where you can start to see these little divots in the edges that are telling you that it's slowing down and ready to stop. So it's just almost as perfectly machined as you could hope for. And that's why I gave it a score of 10 on the perceived quality. And with a score of a subjective score of 9.5 based on that, and the 10 score it got for its spin times, and a little bit of penalty for variability, not much. It got a score of 9.1, which qualifies as an excellent spinner, and I think it's the first time I've ever got a spinner that's gotten over 9. So I have to say that I'm very impressed with this one, and right now on Etsy there are 2 of these left up there, and I'm sure by the time I post this video they'll be gone, but there'll be some other Ohanas in other metals or similar things up there. But I would definitely pick one of these up. It's just really fantastic spinner, and I really don't think I could give it much higher score than I gave it. So there it is, the Ohana 29 caliber, and I think 29 caliber refers to the style that they've got carved into the spinner. So all right, that's that one. Oh, of course, I forgot something again. The price is $80, which is well worth it. It's definitely an $80 spinner, and I consider that a very reasonable price for something like that. And it weighs 81 grams, so it's not super heavy, but pretty heavy. And you have to pick these up on Etsy. So that's that. Here's WooSah's webpage on Etsy. The 29 actually refers to the atomic number of copper. So all of the ones that are in copper, there's one, are called 29. But they have others here too. And other metals. Quite a few up right now. Okay.